about teaching and learning, which is I will speak in front of the class, we will do what the textbook says, and then, I will move on to the next class next year. So that's one thing. So one of the issues relative to computer-assisted language learning is, well, what's the status of the computer? Wang talks about those issues. Ania talks about those issues. Well, is it any better than a book? Right? Is the computer better than a book? Well, for the last 40 years, since 1983, when the Calico Journal was created, people have tried to make computer-assisted language learning into an intellectual discipline so that they can get funding and they can be researchers in core. And from my perspective, I think this is, I mean, it's an interesting thing, but we don't do a lot of research on how to use a book in language learning. Well, technology is a little bit better and allows us to investigate more fully the potential of resources. So for me, computer-assisted language learning is a resource. How do we use that resource? Well, it depends on how we think about language learning and how we negotiate our intellectual position as teachers with our students. Some people don't negotiate that position at all. They just tell the students what to do. The student says, okay, that's very nice. I'll do the exercises on page 27 today. And then they do the exercise on page 28 the next day. So that's one thing. And the other thing is, well, we negotiate a different position with our students, which is, why don't you discover how something works? And my typical example is a day on French television. Huang's just published, not published, but he's just done something on a day on English television in Vietnam. And he's discovered some interesting things where the structure is free, but where the resources are available. And the resources are necessarily technological. Now, computer-assisted language learning means nothing. I'm serious about that. It means nothing, or it can mean anything, or it can mean everything. The point is that, it's a bit like saying, oh, AI is here, we should start worrying. Well, the question is, what AI, which AI, what's it doing, how are you going to use it? Is it going to destroy us? And why? Is it going to help us, and why?